Hi guys, my name is Clio and this is Amanda.
Hi.
And we are part of Calvary Sligo. My family and I moved here 2.5 years ago. And Amanda came here.
It's almost a year now since I've been here.
Almost a year ago. Wow.
Yeah.
She's been a huge blessing. She lives with us and yeah, she helps alongside the church and she's just been awesome. So
You guys are a blessing too.
But we want to share with you guys how Jesus changed our lives and how we got to where we're at now. So when I was 4, I asked my parents what it meant to be a Christian, and they sat down and they explained to me what it meant to believe in Jesus. And they were always amazing examples in my life of what serving Jesus and loving Jesus looked like and looks like. And then when I was 8, we moved to Ireland and we've been missionaries here. And I remember at first I thought it was the coolest thing ever. Very green and natural, which I loved all of that. But it rains a lot, which is the one thing. The one thing. But I've learned to love the rain because without the rain it would not be as green. And, you know.
Very true.
But yeah, I eventually began to feel very, very homesick. I just missed my family and I guess I missed the sunshine. But I began to feel very lonely and sad. And I felt like I had no friends and no one to talk to. And I struggled being vulnerable with other people. And that's what caused me to feel very lonely because I just didn't know how to talk to other people. And when we moved to Sligo, those feelings grew more. It was just a new place and a new school, and I decided that I didn't want to feel that anymore. And so I started reading the book of Psalms, which is in the Old Testament, and I just would read about how David, he wrote Psalms. I would read about how he struggled with sadness and loneliness, and sometimes he felt like he had no friends, but he always said that the joy of the Lord is his strength and that he can trust in God's plan. And I realized the reason why I was feeling those feelings of sadness and loneliness was because I wasn't trusting in God's plan, and I was not growing my friendship with Jesus. And you know, in order to have a friendship with Jesus and with anyone, you need to talk with them and spend time with them, and I was not doing that as often as I should. And it was one night when I was just chilling out in the living room, and God spoke to me and he just told me that I don't need to feel lonely anymore, that he loves me so much and that he's always with me. And ever since then I've had the bestest friend of my life, so much joy. And it doesn't mean that, you know, that I still don't go through hard things and that I sometimes still don't feel sad in certain situations, but what it does mean is that I can rely on the strength that Jesus gives me, and it doesn't make life easier, but it makes going through life easier. And it's been such a blessing, and yeah, that's where I'm at now.
Wow. Okay. So a lot like Cleo's story, I became a Christian at a very young age. I was 6 years old when I decided to become a Christian, and my life was radically changed. My faith was so important to me, and it was important that I learned how to look like a good Christian, sound like a good Christian. I knew how to talk the talk, and I wanted to serve in the church, and I was serving in the church at a very young age, and my focus was very works-based and selfish. Like I wanted everyone to see this good Christian that I thought I was. And as a result of that, the foundation of my belief and my faith was focused on myself. And out of that came a lot of insecurities. I put my worth in my actions, and I put my identity in this very self-based way of thinking. And there came a point when I was about 16 years old where I wanted a relationship with Jesus that was genuine and real. And kind of like what Clio was saying, just like a relationship with friends, you need to be talking with them. You need to be spending quality time with them and discovering who they are even. And so I started to do that with Jesus. I was praying. I was getting into the Bible and reading what God has to say to us. And as I started to do that, he started to build that foundation. And let me tell you, when Jesus builds a foundation, it is solid. And so my relationship with Jesus started to look more like a really close friendship. And I can truly say Jesus became my best friend. And I can't say that ever since then my life has been smooth sailing. I've been through some pretty rough things, and I have made some poor decisions. But because that foundation of my relationship with Jesus is built on Jesus, he's always been there, willing to rebuild my friendship with him. And he's proven that even when I'm faithless, he remains so faithful. So if that's you, if you're listening to this and you just crave a friendship with Jesus, if you are looking for joy, if you're looking for peace, Jesus makes coming to him for salvation so simple. It says in Romans 10:9 that if you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you can be saved. So I encourage you that if that's you, take that step. Pray to Jesus and accept salvation.
That's so cool.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thanks for listening.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.